We have here with us today and tomorrow a number of top speakers and top brains from around the world on the future of journalism, on investigative journalism, on new tools for storytelling like data journalism and mobile journalism, on new partnerships for new media, on security threats, and on the future of technology and media in development. And we will in addition have workshops on social media and open source in radio and newsrooms, on getting your message heard and staying safe, and on crowdsourcing journalism. A lot has been said and written and posted and tweeted in the aftermath, especially of the Arab Spring, about how social media have made possible the events that we all witnessed in Tunisia, in Egypt, in Libya, Syria, Yemen, Bahrain, and Iran. The story of the Arab Spring, the Arab Revolution, is still unfolding as we are sitting here, and will need to be told for some time to come. At the same time, new stories of civil protests communicated and fueled through social media are coming up. Spain, Chile, Israel, UK, and Wall Street, Occupy Wall Street, now spreading all over the globe. But this is not going to be the 35th or 90th conference on social media and new media. This is going to be different. What is different here? The context of this symposium is media and development of journalism and media around the globe. Why care about new media and media development? What does media development intend to achieve, to impact? And how do digital media, social media come in? Normally, in traditional thinking, media development tries to strengthen local media in their role as to provide free, barrier-free access to information, to provide an inclusive platform for public dialogue, to give voice and visibility to all members of society, to increase transparency of matters of public interest, and to hold accountable those in power. In a nutshell, we talk about civic participation and empowerment through independent media. And I guess that all those organizations working together in FoME agree on that. Media development cooperation can take various forms of how such support is provided, and those represented in FoME may have different priorities and may work according to different strengths. But we all share the same common ground, as mentioned before. Media development tries to achieve its goals using various instruments, by professional training, capacity building, especially for journalists, by strengthening management and financial survival of media organizations, by building professional bodies, self-regulation institutions, and by consulting in the field of media law and regulations. Today, everything is blurred. Traditional definitions don't match any longer with the speed and the scope of change. Information, news, and media, all is in constant flux. Thinking in boxes like separate media, different channels and platforms, organizations, hierarchies, and charts seems to fit no more. And journalism is the heart of the matter. Of course, this affects media development cooperation as well. Do we support bloggers? Do they want to be supported by external sources, donors, agencies in the first place? Do we train the usage of social media to traditional media institutions? Do we support citizen journalism? Yes, some of us have been doing it, are doing it, including my own organization. What then is it we are talking here about? How about journalism? How about storytelling? And how about what good journalism wants to achieve? Civic involvement and participation. Jeff Jarvis, or Buzz Machine, on his blog posting, "So What is Journalism, Damn It?" suggested a few weeks ago, I think we need to question, not reject, but reconsider every assumption. What journalism is, who does it, how they add value, how they build and maintain trust, their business models. For the context of this conference and for the work in media development, I would like to add, what is journalism these days around the world? Where is it changing and in what way? How are media landscapes reshaped or undergoing drastic changes under the influence of digital technologies, mobile communication, the internet, the spread of social media? How are people in different countries and cultures using media these days? And finally, how does media development act and react to all this? What is going to be developed in future and in what way? Are we also talking here about new media development? I personally think that people around the globe, in Africa and Latin America, in Asia Pacific and North America, in Europe and the Middle East, want their stories being told. And they deserve their stories being told. And we want them to tell their stories themselves. Stories about local, regional, and global affairs, providing relevant information, understanding, and explanation. There are many more channels and platforms available now to tell such stories. And it all depends on the best way of reaching out to everyone and involving everyone, even in the remotest village, on faraway islands, deep in the desert or high up in the mountains, barrier-free, cheap, crossing borders of culture, education, income, and gender. Stories that are truthful, factual, unbiased, comprehensive, believable, and also entertaining, and able to involve people and make them participate more. This conference is about trying to find answers to some of these questions I just raised. And it is certainly also about asking even more questions than we have now. I wish you and all of us a fruitful, inspiring, and enjoyable symposium, a grand get-together of brains and hearts. The end is open, and the beginning is now. Over to Geraldine and Simon.